Hello friends, let's find dy dx given x squared plus y squared equals 1. In this case, we are going to use what is called the implicit differentiation, and I'm going to explain. So, we want to find dy dx. What we can do is we are going to find d dx of each of the term in the equation. So, we are going to find d dx of x squared plus d dx of y square equals d dx of 1, right? So now, if you observe for the first term, right, the variable matches, right? We have x here and then we have x squared. So both variables are x. So I can easily go ahead to find, using the power rule, I can just find the derivative of x squared, which is just going to be 2x, right? So I have plus. Now for the second term, right, this term here, right, if you observe that the variable does not match, right? So I have a variable x, and I want to differentiate with respect to x, but the variable here, y square, is, is with respect to y. So how can I resolve this issue? This is where the implicit differentiation comes handy. So, and how can I do this? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do um, d dy of y square dy dx. So I'm going to explain in a bit, right? So now if you observe that if you divide this dy and this dy here, what are you left with? You are left with d dx of y square, right? Which is exactly what we have here. I'm just trying to explain how this part and this part, they're exactly the same, right? And why am I doing d dy of y square? The reason why I'm doing that is I want these variables to match. If you observe that this variable here I want to differentiate with respect to y, and my variable here is y square, which is with respect to y. So that's the reason why I'm doing all this. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's move forward. So now the next thing is I have equal to the derivative of constant is 0, right? 1 is a constant, so I have 0 here. Now I know that d dx of x square or x cube, is going to be equal to what? 3x square, right? So the same thing, let's say the f of f cube is also going to be what? 3f square, right? So the same thing applies to this, to this part, right? d, so I'm going to write plus d dy of y square is just going to be 2y, right? Then I have my dy dx. Then I have 2x here. I just bring down this 2x. This is equal to 0. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is that I want to make dy dx the subject of the formula, because from the question, I want to find dy dx. So just making dy dx the subject of the formula, I have dy dx, just bring the 2x to the other side. I have negative 2x, and then I divide by dy. I divide by 2y. So given that, so I'm going to put given y is not equal to 0, right? So my dy dx is just going to be negative x over y, and that is the solution. So this is implicit differentiation. I hope you find this helpful. Please kindly subscribe to the channel to get um, to get notification when I post more helpful content. Thank you.